Hey everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. I just wanted to give y'all some more information, a response to a question that I received from a couple people. I'm just putting this live up. I know everybody might not tune in, but at least it'll be there for you to look into later. So, hey Christina, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a minute. Hey sis, how are you? Hi, Cindy. How are you? Thank you for tuning in. I just wanted to give you guys some information on debt validation to just give you guys some clarity. Hey, Steve. See, I haven't seen you. I haven't heard from you in a minute also. I wanted to give you guys a little bit of clarity on when they tell you to send a debt validation. As always, I'm just going to give y'all some information. If you don't know, I got a YouTube channel. That is Sherry, Sherry, Beckley, Beckley. You can get my prior content on my YouTube channel. So if you can, like and subscribe. The videos, like them, subscribe to the channel. I also have a quick a Facebook group, and it's a quick guide on how to boost your credit. Facebook group, and we're going to do a kickoff starting January 2nd, 2020. So feel free to come join the group, and we'll be giving some information to help you increase your credit score starting after the first of the year. But I wanted to give you information on debt validation. I want you guys to understand when you send that debt validation letter, debt validation takes place within the first 30 days of when you get notice from a debt collector, a collection company of the debt, that you have 30 days to get them to verify that they are basically the owner of the debt. But under the law, really under the Fair Credit Act, they are not really required to give you all those documentations on proof of a debt. That's why most of the times when you send them a debt validation letter, they'll turn around and just send you probably like a bill from the prior company or a script giving you validation of the debt. Okay, I'm sorry, I just had a call come in. So what is your plan of action from that point? You know, I play chess, so you should be thinking like at least, I think a grandmaster can see at least 3 steps ahead, 3 moves ahead. And I think Bobby Fischer was up to 6 moves ahead. When you guys do that, what you gonna do next? They're gonna report that debt on your credit report, possibly start legal actions if they're not currently. Say if it's even past that 30 days, they're reporting that on your credit report. What you gonna do? Then you go to the bureaus, dispute that, and a lot of, credit repair companies dispute that for you. And if they're doing it on templates, the letters come back as frivolous. Because what it is, they don't really have a right to dispute for you. You, under the law, have a right to do so. They don't have a right to dispute items off your credit report for you. You do. That's why they have you to sign the letters. And if you're using templates, they have software called the eOscar system that weeds that out. And then they just send it across seas. They verify it as verifiable information most of the times, because they deal with other credit reporting agencies like SageStream, LexisNexis. And they really don't even investigate it like they're supposed to by law. They're supposed to actually talk to a person and have a name of who they spoke to verify their debt. But they don't do that. They're huge conglomerates making billions of dollars. So my question to you, what is your mode of attack when these credit collection terrorists still keep that on your credit report? What's your next plan? So the problem is, a lot of times, that's why you come to these roadblocks and then you feel helpless. Your next mode of strategy is, a lot of times what you need to do is to respond to that letter. Because understand, proof of a debt is owed doesn't mean that person has a right to collect on the debt. My girlfriend just tagged in, Sister Christina. If me and her had an agreement where I borrowed $100 from her and I never paid it back, and she say to someone else, hey, Sherry didn't pay me $100. You give me $5 and I'm going to let you go and pursue the debt. How does that person have a right to pursue that debt? They don't. Because I never made an agreement to pay them back. I only agreed to pay back Christina. So how is that even possible? So it's not. A lot of times what these companies lack is proof that they even have a legal right to collect on a debt, especially when it comes down to credit card. And y'all hear me say it over and over again. They're hard pressed to prove that, because when you get that card in the mail, nobody rarely signs that contract and send it back. So your next course of action is to ask them to give you proof, the contract, the original contract, the original application, to show where they have legal right. They, at the beginning of the contract, received your consent for that original creditor to sell that debt. If they do not at that point respond, you have no other recourse but to sue them. That's the key, you guys. You gotta be prepared to sue, because guess what? It's going to stay on your credit. Now, I know it's a case by case. This is why the books that it helps you. The books that I create help you help yourself. You have to be able to analyze where you are. Everybody want one size fit all. It does not work like that. You need to look at your situation. If you have a credit card debt less than $1,000 and you letting that little any stuff tear up your credit, that makes no sense. You need to go ahead and do the next steps. I talk about it in my collection book, different strategies on how you can get that stuff off your credit. It's a quick guide on how to boost your credit and stop collection companies. So you have to have a strategy, because I know most of you guys out there that's dealing with collection companies, that's just sitting on your credit. If the bureaus don't take it off, which most of the time they don't, they're going to come back as verified. And that collection agency is not going to remove it. Where you at? A stalemate? Actually, it's checkmate. Check and mate for them, because you're stuck without a move. You're not. What you going to do? They going to terrorize you until you pay them? I got a suit right now in court against the company. I don't personally operate like that. That's me personally. But I make sure you do your work beforehand, and then you turn around. I keep telling y'all, defamation of character. I know every state don't have fraud on their books, but most of them have defamation of character. If I owe you money and then you turn around and sell that debt, which I never gave you my permission to do, and they're saying I owe that guy over there, you're lying on me. I don't owe you nothing. Not a red cent. And if you're stopping me and you're reporting that on my credit report, and I'm going out trying to borrow money, you're lying on me saying I owe you money, and I don't. That's a complete fabrication. You never gave me money. You never gave me a goods or service. And point blank, I don't owe you anything. Honestly, you owe me damages. So that's where you guys got to think about it, where you going with it. Because a lot of times, all you're going to end up is in a stalemate. That's it. If you want to let these people tell you blase blah, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not knocking credit repair companies. I'm just telling you there's a lot of good ones, but you got to know, honestly and truthfully, they eat off of that. So it's a certain platform or a certain way that they're making up their business to make them profitable. I don't knock anybody for that. So even now, I'm making a new book. I got a new book that's coming out, a quick guide on how to boost your credit in 30 days or less. And right now, I'm putting the book together, and I'm using the Bible, different proverbs. So because I'm a business owner, and anybody is welcome. But I had some people in the past, I'm a Christian, so some people disagree with that. Guess what? Don't buy the book. Great. You know what? That's what financial freedom do for you. I don't care. I don't eat off of that. And I'm not being rude. It's just being real. You can go into the beauty salon or your nail salon, and Buddha is sitting there. You're going to see Jesus up there. Mine. If not, take your business elsewhere. Plenty of information out here. Just bypass mine. But that's what it is. Financial freedom. I don't care. I don't have a job. Don't care. I don't make really money off of this situation. I'm giving free information most of the times if you take it and you process it. At the end of my journeys, when I do my suits, I get paid from the other company. So this is what I'm telling you guys. I'm giving you real information. I'm not like credit repair companies. That's not my primary way I make money. So if you would take the information, follow the information, really listen and process what I say, is free out here to give. But if you need more written information to match up, sometimes you got to look at what I'm saying, different examples, you're free to do so. But understand, because you sent a debt validation letter, it doesn't mean that they're going to take it off. You got to have another means of strategy. You got to have a place to go with it. You see what I'm saying? You have to have a place to go with it. And I tell you guys, learn the information. I know it sounds very convenient to have somebody else to do things for you, but you got to learn this stuff for yourself so you understand how you got into this predicament and how you can bring yourself out of this predicament. And I just really hate to see people running around here doing things they don't have to. Just like with a home. Oh, I got to get my credit score up to the... You can get a home with a credit score of 580, 590. The key is you're just going to have the cash to put down on the home and the closing. You can get a home. As long as you don't own nothing, have any collections on your debt, you can get a home. That's a myth. Now, like I said, when it comes down to your interest rate, that's a different story. Yeah, you'll pay more than in interest, but you're controlling the property. You can always refinance that house. People do refinances every day. Control your asset. And as you have the asset, it should be building in value on that house, on that asset. So I just want to give y'all that information. Debt validation letters are not a surefire way to work for you. Like I said, it works in the first 30 days. You have to verify a debt. And the young lady let me know. They came back with that. But you got to have a means of a strategy. They just going to show you, send you a bill. Here you go. But the bill got the other guy's name on it. What does this have to do with you? Nothing. And like I tell you, they already sold that debt. The original creditor, they cannot collect. There'll be an unjust enrichment if they turn around and collect from you. The IRS already gave them a credit for the amount that they say you owe them. They're making racks on racks on racks because they gather your bad debt, my bad debt allegedly, and put it all together and sell it as an asset. So don't get taken for a ride. understand when you send those debt validation letters, you have to be prepared. You always send everything certified mail. If you like, return receipt. You know, you can do it that way, but you want to send it certified always, and be prepared to take it to the next level if necessary. And a lot of times it's necessary. So make sure you guys remember that debt validation is only in the first 30 days, okay? Only when you get notice of that. But it doesn't mean because you're past that time period, you can't request for the information that I'm speaking of. But you just gotta, the reason why you're asking for that information is just to prepare you to take it to court. So you can't be scared of taking it to court, because a lot of times that is what's going to free and get these people off your credit report. And then it's different strategies on how you want to do it. It's a different strategy on how you want to make them surrender to you, and possibly turn around and turn that negative remark to a positive remark. So especially in my collections books, I talk about that. My debt collection book on how to stop collections, different strategies. But make sure you guys just know, once you send that debt validation letter, that's just the first step in a war tactic. You know what I'm saying? That's not a lot of times going to win the game. Sometimes you have some of them that will not report, but I believe that's very few and in between, you know, companies that's going to really release that. You can apply what I'm saying to inquiries quite easily. Same thing. I talk about that in my quick guide on how to boost your credit and stop collections. Apply that to inquiries. That's how I clean up my credit. You know, I only have one collection, because usually, and they got away with this for a long period of time. I'll be honest with you, because I really didn't have the time. I sent my letter out maybe back in July. Then they sent me some, you know, garbage. But I just processed my lawsuit maybe like last month. And it's just time to get them. Got my court date. And the matter is going to be taken care of. You see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if you don't own them, they don't have any proof. And I initiated the lawsuit. They wasn't going to sue over that garbage anyway. Let me be clear. If they tried, I wish they would have. If they tried. But it's the same basis all the time. Same base all the time. It's the law of contracts. They have to show. Long as you stay your behind off that phone, sitting up there trying to make agreements because you're feeling guilty on something, or I could try to, that's where you mess up. Now you doing a verbal agreement. I'll send them, if you done sent them some money, now you done made an agreement with them. You know what I'm saying? Don't even get up there and say, look, I got to check my records on this. What's your address? Where can I send it? Send this payment allegedly if I owe it? Let me check my records. You're just getting that information where you know where to send that letter to, and that they're going to actually sign for it and receive it. But don't get on there, oh, I do owe them. I don't owe nobody nothing, to my knowledge. I don't owe them nothing. So let me review my record. What is your name again, sir? What is your name? And they ain't going to probably tell you nowadays. What's your name, sir? But that's okay. I'll get a name. You know, Google is one heck of a beast nowadays. I'll get somebody's name that's going to be in it. And somebody going to get this lawsuit in their name. And somebody, I'm about to be their debt collector if they don't take this off my credit report. So you just got to make sure you just follow those steps. Follow the laws that's in your state, and particularly to whatever notice you need to give them for filing a lawsuit, and you just got to make that happen. All right? I hope this is informational to everyone. I need help. If you need help or you got questions, you guys, feel free. You can message me, and I'll give you some information if you need it one-on-one to try to mediate or help you resolve whatever you have going on. I appreciate each and every one. If this information is helpful to you, feel free. I'll appreciate if you share the video. Anybody who want to improve their credit, remember we're starting the countdown, and we're gonna on January 2nd, 2020, we're gonna come on in and we're gonna start to help you guys increase your credit score. We're gonna go quickest path because I want you guys to see some results. So God bless all of you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for taking your time to tune in. I really appreciate each and every one of you, especially those that have been watching me for years. Melvin, Griffin, I want to thank you especially. You always share my videos, so I want to really thank you for, and I mean since 2015, I really appreciate you. So God bless. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Enjoy your day.